Hello everybody and welcome back to Farming Simulator 25. My name is Spartan Elite 43 and we just crashed. Yay. It's been a thing that's been going on the last couple of days apparently. It gets all the way to the point where it loads in and then it crashes again. Yeah, this makes our fourth crash overall total. Not crazy, but still annoying nonetheless, because it gets all the way to the point where it loads up, gets to 100%, and just as it would open or allow you to open, it just crashes. But welcome Jason, Jessica, Jacob. All the J's get here first. I like that. Ender, Ego, and then the E's. So we got the J's, then the E's. You guys, I don't know how you guys do it. Jason coming in re-upping for 20 months. Thank you so much. Rick, how's it going? Reed. Then the R's. What is wrong with you people? So we got the J's first, then the E's, then the R's. All right? There's a conspiracy going on here. How do you guys all with the same letters show up at the same time? It's so weird. Y'all are freaking me out. You guys are actually freaking me out. Thank God Arrow and World Conquest showed up to break it up. Lord have mercy. Y'all been like freaking me out over here. we got all the J's showed up, then all the E's, then the E, then the R. Like, come on, gotta get it broken up here. That's crazy. Gotta get it broken up. All right. But welcome to Ataloss Farm, guys. Today is the day. Oh my God, look at the snow. I said today is the day that we switch over to cotton, but the weather seems to have another idea. How am I supposed to plant cotton in this? Oh, well, this is going to be interesting. Also, can we just take a moment? Can we go upstairs and take? Oh, by the way, leaving the doors open probably not the best idea, but let's go upstairs and just appreciate how nice the hill looks now. Look at this. We're gonna jump out on the roof, which is probably a bad idea considering this is like a tile roof and it's snowy and icy. But look at it. Look at how nice everything looks. Obviously, we still got those trees over there, but there ain't nothing I can do about that. That's part of the map. But the rest of it, I mean, other than a couple of irritating stumps that refuse to go anywhere, it looks pretty good. I gotta admit, it kind of looks pretty good. But welcome, everybody. Appreciate everybody hanging out with me. I wasn't planning on streaming tonight, I'll be honest. Northern, how's it going? Wasn't planning on streaming tonight, but kind of decided at the last second I wanted to. Oh, by the way, got our eagle up here, watching out over Ataloss Farm. You gotta love that. It may be slightly floating, but don't look at that. It kind of looks, if you just look at it the right way, it's looking over our farm, you know, and that's the main thing. It's keeping an eye on us. All right. But with that being said, it's time to get some work done around these parts. I don't know if we're gonna be able to, but I gotta try, right? I don't even know if we can do anything here, but we got to get all this stuff out of the field. We did move everything while we were working on the hill, but it's time to put everything back where it belongs so that we can work our fields. Oh, by the way, those of you with a keen eye maybe have noticed that I suddenly got a lot richer today. Off screen, I went ahead and went around the map and collected all the collectibles. So, oh my God, are we seriously getting stuck? Since when? All right, I think we might need a bigger tractor. We'll have to get the big tractor down here to pull that sucker out of the field. I mean, snow is a thing, I guess. That does not bode well for our cultivating and planting. But, yeah, I went ahead. I went ahead and found all of the collectibles. So we are done with getting collectibles. So, that's where all the money came from. No cheating was had. We simply had to go around and look for everything, and we found them all. It took a long time, but here we are. Actually, when I say no cheating was had, that's not entirely true. I looked it up, okay? I looked it up, but I found them all the old-fashioned way. by looking up a tutorial on the internet. That's how we do things, right? Like, hey, nobody goes out there and looks for all the collectibles, right? I mean, we did look for the collectibles, but I would have never found these collectibles otherwise, because they don't show up as collectibles unless you get near them and you click them. Like, it's crazy. Like, I could have swore that the collectibles that I saw were glowing on other streamers and stuff, or on other accounts. I don't know if that's just the Chinese map or whatever, the Asian map, whatever it is. I don't know if that's just that map that they glow, but they don't glow on this map. They're just a bunch of random things scattered around the map you gotta click on. And there's no way to, like, find them unless you just stumble upon them. So yeah, I didn't cheat. I simply found a tutorial that showed me where they were all at, and then I went and picked them up the old-fashioned way. But, yeah. Meanwhile, it's time for us to get all this crap out of our field that we put down here. We do have a lot of money, but I kind of wanted to hold off before we make any rash decisions. I have an idea what I want to do with that money, right? Like I do. I have an idea, but I wanted to wait for you guys. I'm not going to go off screen and start making major purchases and stuff, especially because that would guarantee make people think that I'm cheating. But no, I wanted to wait for you guys so that we can kind of go over things and what we think would be the best way to spend that money. Now, obviously, buying the land that I've wanted to buy for the longest time down there, that nice flat piece that just screams that it's buildable. It's like the one place around here that actually looks like it's a buildable area, right? That, in particular, looks like a great place. But I know a lot of you guys were thinking that that would be better used as farmland. And I understand the thought process there, even if I respectfully disagree. So, I wanted to wait for you guys to let me know exactly what you guys think in terms of what we should do with our newfound influx of cash. What up, Torian? How's it going? Northern, good to see you. Legendary, good to see you as well. Spartan is going to give you the money. Nope. No money will be had here today. Just, I will not be giving all's money away. But no, seriously. There's a lot, and they're in pretty obvious places. Now, if you guys want me to show you where some of the spots are, I can remember some of them. Most of them are relatively obvious spots. They're just in awkward locations, right? Like, they don't show up on the mini-map, but they're in obvious spots around the map as you go to different areas. Now, this tractor got all the traction in the world. She like, I don't need to worry about no snow. You're coming with me, Roller. That's how this works. You see, you're the implement, I'm the tractor, we go where I say we go. Buy a King Deere tractor? A John Deere? I mean, I don't know that we'll be buying a John Deere of anything anytime soon. And mainly because we already have 2 tractors. We don't really need... Oh my God! I'm going to need you to chill out. Alright, this is your parking spot. You know this. So you chill here. Okay. Now, I don't think we need to do anything with this tractor for the time being. So we'll shut those lights off. We'll get back in this tractor. And then we want to get in the planter and then make sure that the planter has seeds and fertilizer. That is the whole thing that we need for this hoop-de-womper. Also, did we check to see if the fields need limed? Also, is there anything in here? What is this? A conveyor belt. We don't need a conveyor belt. Cotton trailer. Right? Am I crazy? This is a cotton bale trailer. And it's cheap. Am I crazy? I think this is cotton trailer, right? Module X, I've done cotton before. I'm pretty confident. That is the cotton bale trailer that we need. And the fact that it's in the store right now for cheap is a good thing. Let me go in here and try to find cotton technology. There's cotton harvesters. That's not going to do me any good. We will eventually get this case. I know there's a John Deere here, but the John Deere does like round bales, and I don't really care for the round bales. You get a lot more in a bale of cotton on this thing. Plus, this thing has the ability to eject the bales and costs half as much. I mean, look at the price of this sucker. It's ridiculous. Anyway, now that that rant's over, I need to look at cotton transport. So it is. The Module X Semi is the cotton trailer. That's what I thought. So we actually have a cotton trailer. We're getting into cotton. This makes perfect sense. And it can do both the square bales from the case as well as the round bales from the John Deere. So this is a perfect time to pick this up. Now, we don't have a semi to do anything with this at the time or at this moment, but we don't need a semi. We could just get a dolly. I'm sure there's a dolly somewhere in the thing, and we could use a tractor to pull this thing if we have to. But for the time being, $21,000 is not a bad price. That is how much off? This is 54% off. This is perfect. This is absolutely perfect. We're taking this. We are absolutely stealing this. It is ours. We may not be using it anytime soon, but we're stealing it. Buy a cotton harvester. We don't have enough money to buy the cotton harvester. They're too expensive. But yes, that is the cotton trailer. So we are definitely buying that. Next time on Spartan Elite, Spartan plays Space Marine 2 for the Emperor. I don't even know what that is. Get the Super Cracker 5. I don't even know what that is. But Dr. Van Geller, how's it going? Welcome to the stream, everybody. But yeah, I wasn't planning on streaming tonight, and then I kind of like was sitting around watching Clarkson's farm, and I was like, I kind of want to farm. I've got a problem, okay? It's not my fault. But yeah, it kind of is my fault. What were we doing? Planting. Planting is what we were doing. I got to pull this planter down. No, we can't plant. We got to cultivate first. Cultivate! That's what we were doing. Yeah. Can this thing pull this cultivator in the snow? Like, is that a thing that we can do? We're about to find out. Having narrow tires in the snow, probably not our best bet, but we'll see how it goes. First things first, though, we're going to go ahead and pull up to the field and start the cultivating. We're going to set this to AI because I don't want to look for the lines. We'll let the AI do it. Also, hashtag go blue. What up, Raven? Welcome to the stream as well. Good to see everybody tonight. Buy the belt for the stones. I don't have stones. Why would I need stone? I don't have stones. We don't do field stones around these parts. So yeah, we don't do that. Okay, so cultivating actually clears the snow. That's good news. But do we have enough traction to pull the cultivator in the snow? It seems like we do. Okay, so that's good news. We'll see as it goes up the hill here if that stays to be the case. It's struggling. Yep. I mean, it's doing it. Kind of. Oh, she is struggle busting. You see how she's getting kicked around by the snow? I mean, she's gonna be fine, right? I don't think we need to worry about changing the tires. Yeah, we'll be okay. That'll be fine. All right, so while they are starting the cultivating process, we need to start looking at what we're going to do with our money. So we got $304,000. We will have our selling of our soybeans this year before we have to worry about buying a harvester. So we will have enough money to buy the cotton harvester eventually. So we can keep that in the back of our head. But I think we buy a chunk of land first, right? Like, that farmland that we've been looking at for a long time is right there, right? Like, we have been looking at this spot for a long time. There's currently nothing on it. It's already half fertilized and it's cultivated, so it is ready for planting. We're going into cotton. So the more field that we have, the better, right? We already have a lot, but getting an extra 8.79 acres of field space. Now, I think that this would be a perfect place to potentially build our storage and stuff. You guys seem to think that that's not the case. The other option we could potentially have for building a storage area would be this field over here at some point in the future. Because this field it's still on a hill. Never mind. I lied. I will not be building over here. Yeah. We might buy this land and then connect the two fields. Well, I guess it'd be 3 fields. But yeah, we're not going to be building over here. I thought this was flatter than it is. It's not. It's all hill. It's all hill. I'm glad you enjoy, Raven. You finally got the Flaunder. Congrats. Oh yeah, that's what we were going to do. We were going to look and see if the fields actually need limed. I don't think they do. I don't think it's been 3 harvests since we limed, but let's double check just in case. Never mind, I lied. They need lime. Yep, they definitely need lime. This one doesn't need lime, but we'll probably throw lime on it anyway. So, yeah. That'll be something we have to do. As unfortunate as that is, because that's a lot of money too. Alright, well, let's grab this thing and start pulling the lime spreader, I guess. And again, I'll just let this take over. Seems to be doing okay. Like I said, it's going to struggle a little bit with the steeper parts, but most of our fields are relatively bad. I think this is probably the steepest part. Then again, that field over across the road is kind of steep in some spots as well, so it might struggle over there a little bit. But we're going to go ahead and start the liming while this guy's continuing to work on the cultivating of this field, and then we'll move the limer over to lime the other fields. Put the lime on top of the snow. I can't think of a single thing could go wrong with that. I don't even know how you would notice where you're liming if you're liming the snow. It'd be kind of crazy. But either way, we'll find out. But anyway, we do have $304,000. If we did decide to buy that property. Like, if we decided to buy that property, it's $215,000 is what we were looking at? $213,000 to buy this property. And that gives us another 8.7 acres for our next planting, which is going to be cotton for the time being. We'll be doing cotton for quite a while. But, yeah. I'm thinking we just go ahead and buy this. That leaves us a little less than $100,000 in the bank, but that should be plenty for us to plant. Like I said, we've got all of our wood that we'll be able to sell. We've got our soybeans that we'll be able to sell. So we should have plenty in the bank to buy the harvester. Worst case scenario, if we can't buy the harvester this year, we lease the harvester and then end up buying it next year. But I think this would be a good idea, right? So, what do you guys think? Do we go ahead and pull the trigger on 61? What up, Ivan? Welcome. Drew as well. Appreciate you guys dropping in. You think I have to clear the snow before applying the lime? I don't think you're right. Let me double check, but I don't think you're right. I don't think it matters. As you can see, like, even areas that haven't been cultivated yet have gotten their lime on it. So yeah, I don't think it matters. Quake saying get the field. That completes this area too. Like, that's the best part. Like, that buying that field down there completes us owning this section of the map, which is nice, right? Like, I enjoy that part of it. So I say we go ahead and get this field while we can. Eventually we'll buy this field. It's not much of an addition, but we can connect this to this property. Plus we got those trees right there that we're farming or pulling across the street anyway. But yeah, we're not going to buy that just yet. That property's basically useless. I mean, it's not going to give us a lot. We can add it to our field, but yeah, our main thing for the longest time has been grabbing this field in particular. Like, I just really want this field. So, I say we go ahead and buy it. That's $213,000. It will make us more money, so I'm not too worried about it. There is some chunks of the property that's just simply not going to make us a lot of money because it's covered in trees. But I think for the most part, it's a good investment. A good investment for the future. What up, Sempin? Good to see you. Reed? Buy and connect together. I mean, we don't quite have enough money to do the thing. We're not going to connect these fields, like this field, because this is a right-of-way. I'm not going to till this under. This, for me, is a right-of-way, right? Like, I'm not going to take away this restaurant's right-of-way. I know that they have this connector here, but this is the main road, right? So taking away their right-of-way, there's signs there that advertise the shop or advertise the restaurant. I'm not going to take away that road. I could till it under, but I'm not going to. So we're not going to be connecting that field. But over time, we will be stripping those trees off of that and maybe end up connecting or like making that a longer field in the future if we keep it a field and don't turn it into a buildable area where we put like greenhouses or things like that, or you know, machine sheds and stuff. Like, because I am thinking about that still. Because I think that would be the perfect spot on our side of the map. That would be absolutely beautiful for having like any sort of building. Well, yeah, I mean, I try to be a good neighbor, right? Like, I try to play as, like, I would be in real life. Like, when we looked at the map, tilling this road that was between the fields and the road that went across here, tilling that under does nothing. They already have right-of-way over here, so they have a road access over here through this property. And then we have this bridge that was going to our property. That's all this bridge was. This bridge is solely for us to access our property from over here, right? So this one, on the other hand, is off of the main road, right? This is the main road straight through town. It is the busiest road. This is coming down here, and like I said, they have signs right here advertising the restaurant boat. So this is their main entrance for their business. I'm not going to till this road under to get an extra, I don't know what, 1 acre, maybe an acre and a half of farmland. Like, that's scummy, right? You don't want to piss your neighbors off so bad. Oh, God. We have an issue. AI is freaking out. Is this done? Let me double check the... No, it still needs... like the end... So we'll come in from this corner. Do this headlands right along this edge. Alright, now that should be done. All the liming should be done there. So we'll go ahead and set this to go the other field. Have him start working on that field. And then this should be wrapping up shortly. Might have found a bug. Your big field but it quit giving you the AI and steering assist lines. Really? Did you mulch by chance? I think there is a bug in the game where if you use a mulcher, it can delete your field. So, be careful. Nope, you didn't mulch. Okay, trying to think. Is there anything else that might cause something along those lines? Did you recently connect 2 fields? Or anything like that? Because I noticed when we started to connect our fields, like, the AI would lose, like, you wouldn't be able to do it until you finish connecting. Like, once you finish connecting the fields, it was fine. But, like, initially, it would not allow, like, assist lines or anything like that, right? So maybe that's the case. Maybe you missed a spot and didn't realize it. Maybe check the map. Okay, so you are extending it. So yeah, I would say that if you are extending it, just check your map and make sure that you hit the right things. All right, so he is currently liming. Kind of want to give him a chance to do another row here before we set this guy free to do his thing. Because we have a smaller working width than the limer, so as long as the limer is ahead of us, we shouldn't run into one another? Question mark? We'll find out. But yeah, that's what I would say. I would say check your map and make sure that the field where you're extending it is actually connected fully. Because if it isn't, then the AI or the like game doesn't know that the field is complete. You know what I mean? That would be my guess. That would be my guess. Alright, so pretty happy with that. So now we've got this field down here. Let me just go ahead and, whoops, click on this. We'll visit. So, visit the field. Like I said, it is 50% fertilized already. And it's already, like, cultivated, according to the map. So, I know it doesn't look like it's cultivated, but underneath here, apparently it's cultivated. So we should be good from there. Oh god, they're running into... How? How do you manage to run into one another immediately upon me saying, oh, you're probably going to be fine? Like, seriously, how do they manage it? Trying to get out of his way. Come on, little tractor, go. Having 2 AIs work in the same field. Never a good idea. What up, Daniel? Welcome. You were making bigger on the outsides. Everything was connected. I feel like it's something they are still ironing out for custom fields. I mean, I personally haven't had any issues as long as everything is fully connected. The only time I've ever had any issue is when I didn't have, like, the field, like, finished connecting. But, I mean, I haven't had any issues from creating newer, like, bigger fields, like connecting fields and stuff like that. I haven't run into any problems whatsoever. But then again, I haven't really done a lot of connecting. We've connected these 2 fields that were here, and we've connected the 3 fields that were over there. And that's it so far, so. What up, Milk? we are back. Glad you enjoyed last night's stream. But yeah, tonight's not going to be as long of a stream, I can guarantee you that. And we're definitely not going to have anything to do with grinding stumps or mulching anytime today. Today is going to be solely about getting the cotton in the field. We got to get the seeds into the ground. Mother Nature is trying to fight us over getting the seed in the ground, but by God, we're going to get it in the ground, whether it likes it or not. What up, Ship? How's it going? Appreciate you dropping in as well. Good to see everybody tonight. It's all good. Ivan, appreciate you dropping in. Anthony Franklin coming in with the $10 bomb right out the gate. Thank you so much, Anthony. Welcome to the stream as well. Can I do more Ohio vids on WoWs? I mean, I'm sure I'll do more Ohio at some point, but yeah, it's one of those ships that I play, get a video here and there. I don't play it a lot because it's a little bit easy. But I'm sure I'll play it again. But I'm glad you enjoy. Please don't crash into one another. Every time. Fun fact, my left index finger is still like messed up from last night's stream. Like all day today it's been like tingly and numb. Like I have feeling in my finger, but all day today my left index finger has felt like numb on the end. And I blame last night's mega stream. I've never had that happen before, but that's the only thing I can figure. Because my finger was very sore, or like, was struggling last night, for sure. Let's go ahead and save and just check in on how this looks. It looks like it's going to be working correctly. I'm going to go down through here, and then he'll be able to do the headlands pass on the bottom side of the field. Well, I appreciate that. Also, what up, CT? How's it going? Pinched a nerve? Could be. Could be. Could be carpal tunnel, too. I heard that's a thing. Like, I don't think I have carpal tunnel, but it wouldn't surprise me. What up, Vanish? Just finished watching the Survivor series in Vancouver. Nice. Hope it was a good pay-per-view. I don't think I've ever watched a Survivor series, to be perfectly honest. I've watched WrestleManias, I've watched Royal Rumbles. Don't think I've ever watched, and of course we run out right at the end of the field. Son of a biscuit. Alright, well let's go get some more lime. I think we can get lime out of this silo over here. Oh wait, no, we have lime over here that I've got to pick up first. There's actually lime right here at the edge of this field in a bag. I need to get it cleaned up first. Otherwise I'll forget about it. So fill her up. That's all it was. 369 liters. Nice. Alright. Now we can go over here and finish filling this thing up. It's so nice having this little silo, though, I ain't gonna lie. Being able to just pull up to it, I don't have to worry about buying the right amount of pallets or anything like that. I just pull up to the silo, fill it up, and then you're done with it. $5,500 to fill this thing up with with lime is crazy, man. There's a lot of lime. Look out, deer! Good lord! About as crazy as Daisy. Alright, that should take care of that field. So now we got to get this next big field taken care of. And I will have to fix a couple little spots on this field where they ran into one another. Well, that's nice of them. Gotta love those Canadians up there. They do love their hockey. So there's a bug that if you start with any starting amount of money and the loan, you don't end up paying for the loan. Well, that seems awkward. Okay, so this line is actually already cultivated. It's just where lime got sprayed over top of it, so it's just going to look like it's not cultivated, but it is already cultivated. So we don't have to worry about that. But this little spot right here clearly needs to be touched up. And that's just where they ran into one another. Good morning, Keith. Appreciate you dropping in as well. Don't forget, if you guys do enjoy what I do, punch that like button for me. Helps the channel out a ton. Much appreciated. I think it's probably best to look at this guy since he's the one that actually making something look like it happens. Definitely looks cold out there, doesn't it? You imagine how hard it would be to break the, like, loosen the ground up in the wintertime? Like, I didn't realize that cotton got planted in the wintertime. But then again, cotton probably is grown down south. I don't think it's grown up north. So wintertime cotton probably isn't as bad planting as it would be trying to plant during February and March up north, right? Maybe I'm wrong. But I would imagine that cotton is probably grown in southern, warmer climates. But frozen ground isn't exactly something that's easy to work with. If you've ever had to do anything with frozen ground, you know what I'm talking about. As somebody who worked in excavating, trust me. Frozen ground is a bitch. Let's look at my stats real quick. So, as far as stats, we have 77.5 hours played in game. We've cut down 106 trees by hand. And I don't even want to think about how long, or like, how many hours it took us to clear that hill. When you think about all the trees that we've cut down on that hill, and picking up all the brush and stuff, because I spent a couple of hours off stream doing it as well, I bet it's not out of the realm of possibility that it took us about 20 hours to clear everything off of that hill. Like, I bet it took somewhere close to 20 hours to clear that hill. That's a lot of work, man. Yo, TJ, thank you for re-upping for 34 months, man. You guys are absolute OGs. Appreciate you, man. Also, welcome to the stream. Man, I ain't gonna lie, I'm sore after the gym tonight. We did another upper body, like a full upper body circuit today after doing back and buys yesterday. So yesterday we did back and buy, today we did back, buy, shoulders, and try. Right, all in one workout. I am cooked. It's one of the reasons I didn't really want to stream tonight, but then I was kind of sitting there watching Clarkson's farm, and I was like, I kind of want to stream. All right, Ship, appreciate you. Have a good night. You're missing your core. Your core gets so much work elsewhere, but we also do some core exercises. Usually on our shoulder, like our shoulder specific days, like we had on Wednesday. Wednesday was a shoulder day in particular. Because we do 3 upper body days and 3 lower body days a week, right? As I'm training 6 days a week currently. But on one of our leg days, we do like a lying leg lift, and sometimes we do like a supported leg lift where we're like hanging, and we do leg lifts that way. But we do that. We do planks. We do God, what else do we do? We do sit-ups occasionally. Like we do core work, but we also do a lot of lifting and a lot of compound movements, and your core is used in all of that. Like one of the things that I think is funny is how overused everybody is when they talk about their core. They're like, I gotta do core this, I gotta do core that. Like literally every workout you do, if you're doing anything heavy when it comes to back workouts, anything heavy, leg workouts, compound movements and stuff, you're working your core. Like literally, you can't not work your core, right? But it is funny, at least to me, anyway. All right, so that's done. We can set this guy to start working on the next field. If we check our map, should be starting to see that the liming is getting done nicely. Love to see it. You're tired from idiotic teammates and WoW's ranked? I didn't know ranked was going on right now. Really? Ranked battles is ongoing, huh? Oh boy. What tier is it? All on PC. Okay, that makes more sense. I was like, I don't think ranked was going on. I don't remember seeing the thing for it. Otherwise, I would have streamed it yesterday, probably. Because I tend to stream ranked. Dude, it's just... I've played PC, I've played Legends. They're just dumb everywhere you go. Like, it's just... The average player in World of Warships, period, whether it be PC or Legends, just isn't that good. They don't care to get better, either. They just play to have fun, and whatever happens, happens. They don't know why it happens. But yeah, I've done both. Don't let me forget about our new field, by the way. I gotta make sure that we plant on that field. It should already be cultivated, so we just gotta plant it. But yeah, that'll be something I gotta remember. Because I will forget. I can guarantee that. What up, Fenrir? Welcome. All right, one of the things that we can look at is, you know, we can look at a dolly system. I'm sure there's a dolly in here, right? Like, there has to be. There's always a dolly. So let's see if we can find a dolly in the store here. Would it be under miscellaneous? Nope, that's a lawnmower, and that's a power washer. Okay. Okay. Miscellaneous? Ah, there's your dolly. There's your dolly. 18,500. That literally costs almost as much as the actual trailer we bought. But that's what we would need if we want to hook up to the trailer that we bought, the cotton trailer. We could run that. Otherwise, we could look into seeing how much it's going to cost to buy a truck. How much are we looking at for a semi? Probably way more than... Oh my god, they got a lot of vehicles in here. Alright, I see you. Is this thing configurable for like a, I really like this truck, to be honest. Is it configurable? It is. It's totally, that's a box truck. Then we got a tipper truck. We got the flatbed, but it doesn't have, okay, so it doesn't have the ability. Why the heck would you, oh, it's a crew cab. Dude, this truck is kind of sick, I ain't gonna lie. Like, I like this. It's an international, too. But yeah, it's just not capable of having the fifth wheel on the back, so you can't haul a trailer, like a semi-trailer with it. You got this thing over here. Kind of ugly, I'll be honest. Not a big fan of that. Not a big fan of that. It's not that expensive, though. $45,000? I see you. All right. We got some like modern mechs. It's like a little Fleet Star style of a little thing. Not too bad. Then we've got the brand like fancy mech, the Black Anthem. This was a DLC, I think, in the previous game. That's real fancy. Then we got Volvo, and you know that's gonna be way out of our price range. But this is my mech. Like, I love this mech right here. Kind of reminds me of the Peterbilt, but this is the Mac we had in the last series. Hello, American Eagles. Let's go. American flag and Eagles. I like it. But yeah. No, that's not going to happen. Got another Volvo, though. But they're so expensive compared to, like, everything else. So, yeah, I think this would probably be the smarter choice because it's cheap. It's got a sleeper. We wouldn't need a sleeper. We could go with the day cab option. We don't need the sleeper. That would probably save us a little bit of money. In real life, it would. So, yeah, we saved $7,500 going with the day cab. Tandem long, tandem short. Do we really need a long body? I don't think we do. I think that would be for like logging and stuff. We're not doing any logging. So like a shorter wheelbase might be okay. Again, save a little bit of money maybe. And then as far as intake goes, like I don't know why we would need to necessarily change this, but let's see what the other design is. Ooh, but the chrome. Having the chrome intake. Kind of digging that. I mean, this looks good too, but having the chrome. Kind of like it. It's only 500 bucks. Sun shield on the front. Do we want that? Yeah. Actually, that's kind of cool. Slim pickings. I like that. I like that. I mean, I do like the visor over the front, but I kind of like being able to see the slim pickings. All right, we'll go with that. Horn, well, duh. Gotta have the horns. Give me those big old air horns. Better sound like it's got air horns, too. Additional lights, we've got those on top. Okay, so you get extra lights on the outside with that. Or you can have it with those extra lights on the outside, but not on the inside. Or you can get rid of them completely. Having all the lights is usually the way to go. Design color is beige. Brown. Oh, that's hideous. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, that kind of looks nasty though. Especially with all the chrome. You get all that chrome on there, you get that black. No. That looks like a fire truck. The beige does look pretty good. I ain't gonna lie. It's the beige or the black. I obviously would lean towards the black in this case. Also, you can see the engine. Oh my god. It looks so good. I would probably go with the chrome wheels with the black. Struggle bust those cotton bales. I don't usually struggle with cotton. Like, I really don't. Like, I've done cotton before. So this thing would cost us $52,000 if we were to buy this in this configuration. Now, we could absolutely afford to do that now, but we don't need it right away. There's no reason to buy it right now, but I just kind of wanted to look at it and see what it was capable of, and this black configuration looks pretty good. I hate cab overs. I'll be honest. I hate cab overs. I don't like them. I hate cab overs with every fiber of my being. But it is the cheaper option if we were to get a semi instead. It's got 400 horsepower. It's an option. You have it made how you want it. I know I could get it now. There's no real reason to. We can always do now that we've seen what the options are. The next time we go to get it, when we do go to get it, we can just slap it together. No big deal. But there's always the chance that we get it for less. We don't need it until October, right? Like we've got what, 7 months? 8 months? Yeah, 8 months until the truck is actually needed. Apparently we're out of lime again. Yay. That'll be another $5,500. That also means that we're going to run out of lime when we need it for the top field. Also, I'm not sure if the bottom was limed. Did we see that? I think it probably was. I like to get all my fields limed at the same time. I don't like to have to like worry about whether they need limed or not. Doesn't say that it needs lime. Neither does this one. I might just not worry about getting them all in the same line. If it doesn't need lime, I'm not going to waste money and lime it. Doesn't make any sense to do that. Pull this thing back down here. Let the AI take back over. If you see the FH16 on sale, highly recommend you get it. I don't know what the FH16 is. Is that the truck FH16? Oh, that would be, yeah, that'd be the Volvo. Yeah, this thing is a beast. We had this in the previous thing too, or in the other series. Wait, what is this? This is a mod, a modded one. $182,000. This is a 6x4. What? Does that mean it drives all axles? I ain't worried about it. We can't afford it. That's what I'm saying. The top field doesn't need lime, and neither does this bottom new field that we got. So there's no reason for us to use the lime if we don't need it. It's just a waste of money at this point. Which we need to be better at not wasting as much money. What is this guy doing? What is he doing? Oh. Must have had to finish, like, just the smallest amount. Go figure. If you like my body and you think I'm sexy. So how's everybody doing tonight? You guys having a good time? Hopefully you guys are having a good weekend. I have no idea what this guy is doing, but I hope he figures it out real soon. Must have having another little spot that he's going to have to fix. Just get on with the headlands pass already, dude. What are you doing? Like, I feel like he's just wasting time. Get on with the headlands. You know what? Screw it. I'm just going to take over, and I will do the headlands. I feel like the AI got bugged out for a second. Like, I'm sure it would have figured it out, but I ain't gonna hang around and wait. I need to get this stuff done. Yeah, we'll get this field finished liming. That should be the last field that needed limed right away. The other two fields, that one and the other one, will be on the same lime schedule. Probably, I would imagine. So, hopefully it won't be too bad. We'll knock out the headlands pass here. What does this mean? Why is this blue? Is it just... Oh, it's partially fertilized. That's why. We're good. We're fine. But the good news is, once we get done with this, this tractor can go ahead and start planting. So by the time we get done planting the top 2 fields, we'll have the bottom field to the bottom right to do. And then by then, this field will most likely be done anyway. This is the sign I was telling you guys about for the right-of-way. Like, you can tell that this is like advertisement for the restaurant boat. See? So, this is right-of-way. There's no reason for me to be a dick and take his right-of-way out. To that. I don't need that little map in the bottom left corner. I know my way around town by this point. Might as well throw some lighting on too. Throw little strobes on for good measure. Just have all the lights on. I don't usually do the strobe lights, because I know that there are people out there that have epilepsy that watch the channel. Haven't heard from Degen in a while. Might have to message him and see how he's doing. He's one of the people that I was telling you guys about that has epilepsy. He's been around the channel for a long time, all the way back to World of Tanks console. Want a t-shirt at your dinner and meeting. Got to hang out with a sponsor. Nice. Glad to hear things going well for you. What up, Luke? How's God? You were extremely surprised to see them beat OSU? Yep. That definitely made my day. Definitely made my day. Alright, that should be all of the linemen done for this field. We'll take this off the field, head up the road and go to the park the lime spreader, grab the planter, get that thing rolling. Got a lot of planting to do today. I think we looked at planters. I don't think there was a better planter than we have currently in our price range, if I remember correctly. I think we were kind of checking it out in the last episode, or maybe it was the episode before. I don't know. I know we looked at one point or another. This thing doesn't have the best steering in the world. Probably the fact that it's got those dual tires on the front kind of limits its steering lock a little bit. Alright, let's see. We need seed and we need fertilizer. Should have some fertilizer, but I did steal, or it should have seed, but I think I did steal the fertilizer out of this thing. We were running low, and I had to put the fertilizer out of this into the spreader so that we could finish our soybeans last year. I was very low on money at the time. So we need fertilizer. That costs an arm and a leg. And we need seeds. Beautiful. And we are going to switch this to cotton. Good old cotton. Now, I don't know if it's going to let me plant. I would imagine it will, but I'm hoping at this point. All right. It seems like it's going to work. Let there be cotton. The age of cotton has officially begun, folks. That's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it works out for him. Yeah, I kind of got an idea of what you were meaning there, Anthony. Also, I will be right back, folks. Give me just a couple of minutes. I'll let you guys... I don't know which way would be best for you guys to look. Oh. Alright, sorry about that, guys. Sometimes things gotta go, you know? Looks like our planting's going well. How are we doing? I will say this, it doesn't appear to be using much seed for cotton. Yeah, it's planted quite a bit. It is used very little seed. That bodes well for us in terms of how much seed usage is going on. Yeah, Jess has heard about my genius strategy for making money, and she's like, "Oh, I'm gonna get me some of that." So she's changing over to cotton too. Don't let her lie to you. It was totally my fault. What up, John? How's it going? Nuts is in the chat as well. Appreciate you guys. Welcome to the stream, everybody. I ended up streaming yesterday for 9 hours straight. 7 hours of which was to finish that project over there. Oh, but it looks so good, doesn't it, guys? Like, I'm not going to let it go either. Because every time we drive past this hill, I'm going to look up and be like, finally! It doesn't look awful! It actually looks presentable. Finally. How about the other veggies? Are they profitable? See, the thing about right now, they went even harder into production chains in this version of the game than they did even in Farm Sim 22. So most of the base crops are simply not going to be all that profitable as their base crops. So you got to process them. You gotta buy your production chains, right? That's what they wanna emphasize, production chains. So they pay you a lot more to produce like the canned vegetables and stuff like that. Like that's what they want you to do. Like the preserved foods and all that stuff, like they're big into that in this one, right? So that's what they want you to do. Even cotton by itself, while it is still profitable, isn't as profitable. But you look at what it goes into, the rope, the fabric, the clothes, it's unbelievably more money. Like, it's crazy. So just because I'm getting into cotton doesn't mean that I'm going to be able to just do cotton and be done, right? Like, we want to make sure that we're doing the entire thing, right? We want to make sure that we're doing the production chains. Now, we may not be able to do the production chains right away, but that's our end goal. We want to be doing production chains. The cedar does need repairs, but it's honestly not that bad. All it does is slow you down slightly. It doesn't hurt anything. So I'm not worried about repairing it. You guys were saying something about contracts. Yeah, there's not going to be a whole lot of contracts on right now. So we got plowing, we got wood transport. They absolutely slaughtered wood transports. Like, I don't know why anybody would want to do it now. Like, what's the point? Like, They took the contract that was actually fun to do and got to use new equipment and stuff and just made it absolutely miserable. Now, we could lease this equipment for $519, plow the field, and be done. But the equipment, I just feel like isn't worth it. You know what I mean? Like, it's 7.1 acre field, so it's going to take time to plow. I don't know what the working width of that plow is. So I would imagine that's going to take a while, even if using an AI to do it. The good news is, once we get through planting this stuff, like, we shouldn't have to worry about it. Like, we'll have to do the normal weeding and all that stuff. But, I mean, we shouldn't have to worry too much after that for the rest of the year. Till October, then we harvest. What are we looking at over here? We're going to need wood. So, something else we got to think about. How much are we earning for money each month? I know during the wintertime it's going to drop. So, what is it called? It's called property income, right? So, yeah. During the fall and winter, we don't get as much. So, 3,700 in October drops all the way down into less than that during the winter. $2,500 during the winter. But that should start to go back up during the rest of the year. So that won't be too bad. Obviously, this month we're losing money because we're having to pay wages. We're having to pay all of the other stuff. Like all of the fertilizer and seeds and lime and all that. So, what up, Paramedic? How's it going? Overland, good to see you guys. Welcome to the stream. Appreciate you guys dropping in. Don't forget to slap that like button for me if you guys enjoyed the stream. I saw that Clutch was streaming tonight, too. He had like 300 and some odd people watching his stream. I think he was doing a multiplayer thing, but I didn't really watch. So I actually saw a video pop up in my feed today because I've been looking at like farm sim stuff. I saw a Fent 1042, so a 1042 Vario, which is the next step up from this thing. Right? This is a 942. The 1042 Vario is like on lease for this guy. He's going to be testing it over the coming months or whatever. And I was like, man, that's kind of cool. It's like, I know what that tractor is. Kind of. I mean, we have a Fent 942. It had the dual narrow tires like this too. That was the best part. The like row crop narrow dual tires that we have on this. That's what he had on his. Okay, we're doing the headlands officially on the big field. Very nice. We will have to take this up to the next field, up to the top of the thing. So once he finishes with this, we'll keep that going. I'm actually shocked at the sheer lack of needing fertilizer and seeds for cotton right now. Like, we've gone through 2 of our fields. I know these aren't the biggest fields, but we've gone through almost 2 of our fields, and we've barely used any seeds or fertilizer. cotton might be a little bit too easy. Also, cotton is one of my favorite things to do in Farm Sim. I don't know why, I just like cotton. Always have. Like, I feel like it takes a long time to grow, but I feel like it like goes through a lot of different stages that are really cool. Like you've got your normal growth, like the green, and then it turns into the yellow, and then it turns into like the like white for a little while. Like, it's pretty cool. I like cotton. Now, we may go ahead and fill up. You know what? Screw it. No, we won't. I want to see how much of the planting and stuff we can do with one planter full for cotton. Because I feel like it's not using as much as I think it should be using. Maybe I'm wrong. It certainly doesn't seem to be using a lot of seed and doesn't seem to be using a lot of fertilizer. We'll see. Yep, I'm always talking. The only time I wasn't talking is when I went to the bathroom. I do like to make money. You're not wrong. I like to make all the money. If only it was this easy making money in real life. What up, Taller Tog? Good to see you. Good morning. Appreciate you dropping in. Hope you're having a good weekend. Oh, one of the other things that they changed is the ravaged trees from the tornado. They now sell for more money than they used to. Apparently before, ravaged trees were a lot like deadwood. They just didn't sell for anything. They were basically useless. Now I guess they sell for a little bit more money. So there's that. So if you have some ravaged trees, you can cut those down and sell them now. Of course, I don't sell trees anyway. I'm putting them straight into the sawmill, but it's a thought. Kind of like that tree that's in the middle of the stream there. I don't know how much it would do that tree much good be in the middle of the stream, because anytime it floods, I guarantee that tree's underwater. But I guess there are trees that do some things like that. Alright, let's take a look at the map and see how we're doing here. So he's cultivating the end over there, question mark. So he's just going to pull forward, back up, and hit the edge. Please do. Thank you. And then he should say he's completed, right? Beautiful. Alright, let's take this thing up to the top field. This field's already planted, so we don't want to drive through it. Take this thing all the way up to the top field and knock it out. Daisy over here in the road again. Just can't help herself. Also, somebody planted a bunch of grass in the road. I wish I could get rid of it, but I can't. So now we just got grass in the road for the rest of the playthrough. realize the grass would grow through the road. Like, that's my bad. But, yeah. That's going to be a problem for the rest of the playthrough. Alright, let's go up here. Go up to the big field. Drive across this poor sap's field. To this giant square or rectangle, whatever you want to call it. Set that to be done. And while he's working on that, we go over here and check this. Should be getting ready to be finished, I believe. What do you guys think? Do you think we get through another full field planting? Like, that's 13.5 acres. I doubt it. I think we probably ought to fill it up and then send it on to the big field. We'll run out of fertilizer. I think we would get through it with seeds. I just don't think we'd get through it with fertilizer. We're about 57% of the fertilizer. It'd be nice if they compensated me for my 40 trees that disappeared. You know, it'd be real nice if people quit reminding me about my 40 trees that disappeared. Y'all are not nice. Always telling me about how I don't have my trees. I think I forget about the trees and y'all just gotta bring it up again. Just rubbing salt in the wound. Alright, that one's done. Let's go back up. We'll fill her up with some fertilizer and seeds. And then we'll knock out the big field. I mean, we got 55%, so we might be able to finish this field, but I would much rather guarantee that we finish the field. I don't want to have to stop in the middle of it because that causes problems with the AI sometimes. I will say this, the snow seems to do a lot more to affect the way your vehicles handle in this version of the game versus Farm Sim 22. Like, you do actually, like, lose grip and all that. Alright. Time to get this next field done. And I can't forget, we got to do that the bottom right field, too, while we're here. And then once this field is cultivated, then we got to grab the sprayer and throw some weeder spray on the, or some herbicide down on the fields. And then the very next month we will hit it with the fertilizer. We'll be done. Just casually taking out signs. Always. Always. Every sign ever. Salt keeps the infection away. Is that what you're going with? I mean, salt preserves things, right? Dries things out, pulls the moisture out of things. Now, you are a paramedic, hence the name. So you know, as well as anybody, that you generally want to keep a wound moist to promote healing faster. Allowing wounds to dry out, aka rubbing salt in them, it's not a good thing. Also, rubbing salt in a wound also hurts a lot because exposed nerves and all that stuff, right? Is it more satisfying to watch it as it works through the snow? Because you get to see even more of a transformation? I'm not sure. What do you guys think? Is it more fun to see it plow through the snow and cultivate? Dude, if they ever start charging me for every sign that I knock over, I'll be broke. You imagine if there's like a an update where they start charging you like $300 for every sign you knock out? I'd be broke in no time. Yo, Unknown, what up, my dude? Glad you're able to drop in. Production chains are great, and you will get your money back off of them, but, I mean, it's up to you. I would say, like, you can kind of go that route if you really want to, but, I don't know, you can always just, like, wait a year, like, you get your first harvest or whatever. You don't have to immediately be able to have, like, the top of the line thing. You could take your harvest, turn it into fabric 1 year with the spinnery, sell the fabric, and then the next year, after your harvest income from this year is sold, the next year then go with buying the clothing store or whatever. But that's up to you. It just depends on how much you like your progression. Like, I prefer a slower burn progression, you know, like taking my time and progressing more slowly. So I'm not as keen on getting a bunch of loans, even though I have $700,000 in loan right now. I won't say that. The other thing you could do is go around looking for the collectibles. I may or may not have seen a video online from Mr. DJ Go Ham that shows you exactly where every collectible in this map is. And allows you to go around and find the collectibles. There's 24 of them. They're worth $10,000 a piece. That is $240,000 just waiting for you to go find it. If you're interested in that, that might save you a loan as well. Takes a little bit of time, but it's not that bad. What up, Luke? Am I ever going to get animals? I would like to at some point, but animals, like, other than maybe goats and sheep, animals are pretty much an in-game sort of deal because you need so much already established to promote the animals, you know what I mean? Goats and sheep are relatively easy to keep because you just need grass and water. But other than that, like, when it comes to horses, they need a lot, pigs need a lot, cows need a lot. So there's a lot that goes into getting animals. They tend to be more of a later game sort of deal. Unless, of course, you're doing like sheep and goats. And chickens. Chickens is the other one. Chickens can be just wheat or any grain, really. Yeah, if you look it up, it's by DJ Go Ham. DJ Go Ham posted a video on how to find all the collectibles in Riverbend Springs. He cheated to find them, so there's that. Like, he used a console command to light up the areas on all the maps so that he could find them a lot easier. But the way I see it is, like, on this map, at least the collectibles that I saw, like, they're all like just like everyday objects. They might be older everyday objects, but they are just everyday objects, so it's kind of a pain in the neck to try to find them. Yeah, no problem, man. Glad you're enjoying. Yeah, they're all for the Grain Elevator Museum. But, like, the collectibles that I saw on, like, the Chinese map or whatever it is, the Asian map, like, they, I guess, glow. Or at least the ones that I saw on Daggerwin's videos glowed. And I don't know if that was something Daggerwin was doing or not, but they were glowing. But on this map, they don't glow. I can tell you that. They don't glow on this map. It's going to take some time to get everything planted, man. One of these days we'll have bigger planters, but for the time being, we are stuck with what we got. But good news is, cultivating is happening up here on this field. This field's already cultivated, as you can see, so we will be planting that next once we get this field done. Get this field done, and we'll plant this, and then we'll send this guy all the way up here to the top field and plant this sucker. But overall, I'm pretty happy with our progress on this series. Especially that hill. God, that hill looks good when it's not surrounded, or like just cluttered in tree stumps and bushes. Looks so good. As a matter of fact, it looks so good that I might just go up there and sit in the house and look out off the balcony at my workers. Also, is that... Are you guys seeing this? That's new. There's actually like puddles in the snow. That's awesome. That's new. You see, I don't know if you guys can see the puddles or not. It's kind of awkward. Yeah, if I turn that on, you definitely can't see it. I don't know if you can see it or not. It's like actually got puddles. Don't you run me over, you lunatic. Try to show the puddles, man. You can see the splashes. Yeah, if you get back here, you can kind of see the puddles. Dude, that's kind of sick. That's new. I'm telling you, there's so many little details that they added to this game that it is fantastic. And like I said, like once the map loads in and your cache fills up and stuff, the flickering is basically gone. Like you'll still get some dropped frames here and there, but it's not that bad compared to like when you first load into the game. Like the frames are terrible, the screen tearing is terrible, the flickering, all the different textures, all that stuff goes crazy. But I love the fact that we left that one tree too. That one tree just perfectly fits on top of the hill. Looks good. Then our beautiful house over here. Let's go inside, get warmed by the fire here while our guys are out here working, you know? Let's get warmed up. Can we turn on the fire? I would assume this is a fire. Maybe it's not. Maybe that's for cats. Who knows? I thought it was a fireplace. But let's go out here on the back porch then. Look down over a field. Oh, they get out of render range. I can't see him. Or can I? Is that him over there? No. He's coming towards us. I see him. I see him off in the distance. This game does have a pretty good render range for what it is too. Like you can see for quite a ways. Alright, well we're going to go inside and just kind of relax. Maybe take a nap over here while everybody's working in the fields. Just take a nap on my bed. What do you guys think? Think it'd be a good idea? Just take a nap? No way to lay down, unfortunately. Can't lay down. Also, I'm so tall that I can't walk down my own stairs. Where's our bathtub, by the way? You guys notice there's no bathtub? I know I put a swimming pool outside, but still need a bathtub. Here's our kitchen. Got our old school refrigerator in here. Our handmade cabinets that we actually would have constructed using the wood that we created ourselves. Unfortunately, the lights don't really work. And our garage, that doesn't work either. Telling you, mods are just so much better than what the base game seems to be able to do. When it comes to like all the like features in a house actually working, mods have always been better than what Giants puts into the game. Am I going to play GTA 6 when it comes out? If it comes out, ever? I don't know when it's coming out. I've seen it's going back to Vice City. I will probably play it, yes. I don't know that I'll play it on my channel. Because as much as I like to play GTA, like, I usually play it and then just go on, like, killing sprees and stuff because I'm bored. How we doing? Seems like everything's working all right. See our GPS menu up there. All of our RPMs and seed rates and stuff over here. Things are going pretty well up here as well. Slowly but surely we're getting this planting season taken care of. Farmers Dynasty, yeah, I think there's another one coming out, isn't there? I think I see some folks posting videos with the new Farmers Dynasty sort of deals. I never even played the original, but I've heard about it. You guys checking out my cheeks? Is that what you guys are doing? I did all those squats and hip thrusts and lunges. Y'all be checking out my cheeks? See, I don't think I ever saw a Lumberjack Dynasty. I don't think I've ever seen that. I've seen the original Farmers Dynasty. Like, I've seen people play that, where they, like, rebuild the farm and all that stuff. It looks interesting. But I don't remember ever seeing anything Lumberjack Dynasty. I ain't gonna lie, it's a little chilly out here, but I respect the tank top, alright? I'm from Ohio. I get it. This is essentially what I wore to the gym today, except I was in shorts. SnowRunner Company came out with a new construction repair game. Really? I avoided the big brawl with Michigan. I don't know. I don't really get into all that. I watched us win. I think the whole planting a flag thing is childish personally, but you don't want the other team to plant their flag in your stadium. Here's an idea. Win. Don't get all butthurt because they're doing it. Like if they want to celebrate by planting their flag in your field because they beat you, then that's on them. You want to stop them. Don't get into a big hissy fit and cry about it and start a fight. Beat them on the field. Then they're not going to plant the flag in your field. But maybe I'm just old-fashioned. I don't know. Maybe I'm just old-fashioned. Are you guys seriously mad at me for not closing the window? Let me go up there. I'll close the window. Also, Daisy, come on, let's get you something to eat. What do you think, Daisy? You hungry? Huh? You hungry? Go get you something to eat. Run up here and feed Daisy while they're doing all the work. Do I remember when Xmas crates will be released? No. I would imagine in the next update. This was only a 4-week campaign. I think this was week number 2, so there should be like 2 weeks left. There we go. Feed her. Oh, I did close the door. Didn't I? Yeah, it's all closed. Thought you guys said I didn't close the door. I can see the lines where they're actually working, but I don't see the tractor. Just out of render range. Oh well. So yeah, I did clean. I did close the doors. Alright, back out to the field. If we used more than 5% of our fertilizer to finish this field, then we would have ran out. And I'm going to say that we will absolutely use more than 5% to finish this field. So we would have run out. So it was a good thing that we went ahead and filled it up. And unfortunately, I can't level it because it becomes restricted. Like, I would love to like adjust my like foundation and stuff, like, or the ground underneath my foundation to make it even, but unfortunately, it won't let me. It's all right. My house was built by wizards. Alright, I have been assured that it is structurally sound. Alright, looks like we're on the headlands officially. At least in theory. After the AI does about 6 loop-de-loops to figure out which direction it wants to go. Meanwhile, this guy's getting close to being done with the down and backs, and we'll be starting on the headlands soon. We did so much work last night on stream when it came to like changing the like textures and stuff of the hill, that when we got towards the end of it, I actually had to restart the game, reload the save, in order to get the physics to catch up to me, because I was actually driving on thin air. Because the game couldn't figure out that I had already gotten rid of it. Oh my god, Anthony coming in with another $20 bomb with the 20 gifted. Thank you so much, my dude. And you guys have gone crazy with the whole gifting things. How many memberships do we have currently? I'm gonna look it up. We have a lot. 1,240 members currently. Most of those are gifted memberships. Does anybody like the Trans-Siberian Orchestra? I think everybody does, don't they? What is the AI doing? Let me save real quick. Why would they do that? Okay, now they're going to start on the Headlands Pass, question mark? Okay. Alright. Now, I know darn well you ain't leaving that entire row empty. You better come back and get that finished at some point, or I'm gonna smack you. That one spot. We're gonna fix that right now. I'm so tired of that one spot screwing everything up. We're fixing it right now. Construction. Painting. If we turn it into grass, zoom all the way in. There we go. Done. So tired of that one spot screwing this field up for so long. It's just that one little spot. It's weird that the AI chose to do the outside headlands pass first. We're gonna double back and go the other direction now. I'm assuming. Alright, so that is the outside headlands done. Now I gotta have them go back through and do the inside headlands. It's kind of weird though that it did that, but hopefully going forward, now that we fixed that one little spot, that'll fix all the problems. Okay, AI is officially done cultivating. Beautiful. So take this thing back and get the sprayer hooked up to this thing. And we'll use the sprayer on the fields. At least the ones that are already planted anyway. See, look how nice those hills look when they ain't all nasty and covered in bushes. Whee! Yeet! Come to a sliding stop. Grab our sprayer. Might as well fill this thing up while we're here. There we go. Unfold it. He can start on that field. We should be wrapping this field up anytime. It definitely does not use a lot of seed or fertilizer to do cotton. So I wonder what the yield is going to be like. I wonder if they change the yield of this, because they increase the amount of money that you make off cotton, at least the products that you get from cotton. So I'm wondering if they change the yield that you get. I mean, we have some decent sized fields now when you combine everything. I'm hoping that we get a decent amount of cotton. If we don't, I'm going to be sad. Because I'm putting a lot of faith in our cotton future, you know? If it does not work out, we might be in a big world of hurting. What is the next, like, if we were to look, I think we looked at this before, but I kind of want to look and see what our next planters are going to be. So we are currently running this planter here, which we got on sale. So the next step up, this is 9 meters, this is 12. I think we said we wanted to go with the Kinsey. The Kinsey is going to be 18.2 meter working width, so double the working width. But it's also liquid fertilizer. So we gotta keep that in mind when we do go to this. We're gonna have to switch to liquid fertilizer. But I think that's gonna be a big deal for us. That's still a long ways away. But that thing's gonna be nice to have. Can't use it yet, but we're getting there. We're getting closer to the efficiency upgrades. Should be wrapping this up any time. I think he's got a little bit left here to finish up. Beautiful. Alright, let's run up. We'll fill up the machine again real quick, and then we'll get this bottom field planted as well. I don't know why this didn't get done. Is it just... Did this get skipped with the disc harrow? Like if I were to go over this... Yeah, it must have got skipped with the disc harrow. That's unfortunate. That's real unfortunate. Oh well. We'll have to make sure we pay attention to that next time. It's not going to result in a lot of loss, but still. Loss is loss. I had gone a couple of minutes without knocking down a sign, so I had to, you know, rectify that. Dude, fertilizer's so expensive. Alright, take us down there and plant that bottom field for the first time. Then we can, dude, the amount of sliding that goes on while you're on snow is pretty good in this game too. Like you legitimately slide. It's kind of nice. All right, should be able to pull up onto this field for the first time. As we slide to a stop. We want this one. And go ahead and start planting that one too. Beautiful. Alright, this one is officially finished. Let's go ahead and move this over to the next field. See, this isn't going to show anything. It's working. But you can see here that it's actually planting the cotton. You just can't see anything. Because the field was cultivated before the snow, so the snow is sitting on top of the field. Where we cultivated all of our fields after the snow, so it got rid of the snow. Either way, we get to see the spraying get done over here. Kind of look back. There you go. Man, if only everything had a nice wide working width like the sprayers and the fertilizers, man. Sure would come in handy. Look how quickly we get so much work done. Gonna need fuel before long. This little voucher doesn't have a very big fuel tank. They see me rolling, they hatin', patrolling, they trying to catch me riding dirty, trying to catch me riding dirty, trying to catch me riding dirty. Telling you, the headlands passes take the longest for the AI. Because they'll do like 66 loop-de-loops trying to figure out how they should best attack the headlands. It's a little bit awkward. You've had War on the Sea for 6 days and already have over 80 hours in it. Been playing it a lot. You should play it again. Download the Tokyo Express mod. Nice. I haven't gotten back into War on the Sea in a long time, man. Like, I probably ought to check that game back out, because it's been, like, since it was originally brought into early access when I first played it. There were a lot of bugs back then. Also, don't forget to remind me, we gotta drag that tree over. If we can. Might have to cut that other tree down just to drag that up. Gotta keep our sawmill running. Have they added any new, like, campaigns? I know there's mods out there that allow, like, the Dutch East Indies mod, and then the Tokyo Express mod and stuff like that. I know there's mods, but have they added any new campaigns or anything? Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. It's another game I need to get back into at some point. Well, this field's almost planted already. Seems to be going pretty well. It's a pretty long and skinny field. Pretty straightforward. We'll need to get some more herbicide, because I'm pretty sure that when we go to fill up the herbicide in a minute, we're going to be out. Maybe we'll have enough to fill it up, but pretty sure both of those little tanks were partials. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying. It's just one of those things where, like, I've just been enjoying all the different things, you know? A lot of games that I've been wanting to play. Only have so much time in the day. And as much as those games kind of are fun, like, the viewership for those games aren't going to be super high. I know Wolfpack tends to get most of the views. Him and Stealth do pretty well. But, We got almost all the way full. Might be able to get this field over here done. Oh god. Sliding. Forgot about the sliding. I like that there's little puddles of like water, melted snow in the roads. It's kind of cool. Challenge with only Enterprise in North Carolina to take on the entire Japanese fleet. I don't know what difficulty you're on, but when I played the game was pretty annoying with the damage controls. So like trying to get the damage controls teams to work without having your ships just burned to a crisp. Pretty annoying. Plus, you don't really have a way to get rid of submarines in that situation. And the Japanese do love to use their submarines. I guess you potentially use depth charge planes. Okay, so we're going to be going all the way around the outside of the map. You can see already that it's a straighter line. Before, there was like a little kink in it every single time that they tried to do this. So hopefully now that we fixed that little spot, that that kink is forever gone. When we get this planting season done, we'll move forward a month into March, and then we'll throw some fertilizer on the fields, and then we will be good to go until October. How's your aiming? Is it still better to try to like auto aim, or like not auto aim but manual aim? Because I feel like back when I did it, my AI couldn't hit anything for my ships. It was awful. And then there was the issue with like it didn't seem to matter what size shells I was hitting things with. Destroyers would take forever to kill. They would be able to burn down battleships with their main guns. Like, it's stupid. I'll be honest, there was a lot of stuff that I didn't like about War on the Sea. What up, Edward? Good morning. Appreciate you dropping in, my dude. So how much have we paid in order to, like, get this harvest going here? Like, I feel like we've paid a lot. What is our... Okay, so that's wages. So we've paid almost $5,000 in wages. And we've put 20,000... Oh, that's new vehicles. What is our purchasing cost for all the extra stuff? Where's it hiding? You can see this is the stuff that we ended up getting from Oh, I bet it would be in there normally, but because we ended up having a bunch of collectibles that we found during this month, it's going to be taken out of that. So we're not going to be able to know exactly how much we spent. I want to say we were around $90,000 when we started planting here. So we have spent about $30,000 in seed and fertilizer and herbicide, like, and lime. It's kind of crazy. Planting season's expensive, man. Not cotton and molasses, just cotton. Just cotton for the time being. And we're on our headlands pass on this field, so that's good. So that'll be done relatively quickly, and then we'll move that planter all the way up to the top field. We'll fill it up before we get up there. We should have enough room in the planter to do that entire top field. Oh, it's a saying in a film. Gotcha. Gotcha. I forget how much soybeans we got. I think we got like 100,000 liters or something. I know we filled up one full silo of soybeans. I'm looking forward to selling the soybeans this year. That'll be in June. We're going to get a lot of money out of that. Yeah, I mean, we're having to plant in the wintertime. Cotton gets planted in February, apparently. February and March you can plant your cotton. Probably should have waited till March, but I want to be able to harvest as quickly as possible in October, I believe. If I would have waited till March, I would have had to wait till November to harvest. Looks like we're going to have to get some herbicide. I knew we would, because we end up using a full tank every time, plus some. This is about to be done. Do a little tip. And then this should be it. Or did he have to go back down the other side? Yeah, he still got the top side. Still got to do the top side of the field. So how much cotton do you think we're going to get off this, like, realistically? Like, we've got quite a bit of area. I'm hoping that we get a decent amount of cotton. Because we need to make our money. Like, we're putting a lot of hope into this cotton. If this doesn't pay off, we're going to be hurting. Like, it's got to pay off, right? Like, everything about cotton makes money, right? The cotton makes money, the byproducts of cotton, the rope, the fabric, the clothing, all makes a boatload of money. Like, it's kind of hard to screw up with cotton, right? I just feel like there's got to be a catch. Like, it's feeling like it's too easy at this point. Like, it doesn't use a lot of seed, it doesn't use a lot of fertilizer. Like, I'm not seeing where the cotton is like, balanced. Maybe it's just not. Maybe they didn't worry about balancing cotton. Who knows? But so far, it seems like it's pretty much unbalanced as crap. Alright. Now, we will have to go ahead and fold this. Pick it up from the end. And he ran out of freaking herbicide. Look, we can just drive straight up through here because we don't have to worry about all the stumps. Isn't that nice? We just drive right up here. Plus, we kind of smoothed this area out a little bit too, so it's not as bad. Go through the fence over here on the left, I guess. Get this thing started on the next field. And we'll have to go pick up some herbicide. Wonder if I can grab two tanks of herbicide at the same time. If I put them next to each other, you guys think I can grab 2 tanks of herbicide? Because I'm gonna need them. All right. Go ahead and grab. I'm gonna try to grab 2 tanks of herbicide here. I know herbicide tanks are heavy, but I'm hoping that I can grab 2 of them at the same time. That'll save me a trip back to the store, because I know I'm gonna need 1 for the top as well. Because we'll go through the 1 tank to finish this field and do that field. And then the other tank will be for the top field that we're planting now. What up, Mope? How's it going? No, he was talking... I mean, you can do custom battles in World of Warships Legends, but he was talking about War on the Sea. It's a PC game on Steam. That house on the hill is looking good, isn't it, Edward? Especially with the old yard all nice and cleared up. Oh God, crazy person. They're always trying to take me out. See what I'm saying? They always trying to take me out. It's like they see me and they immediately turn towards me. No matter which way they were planning on going. If I'm coming from one area, that's the direction they want to go. There's our new trailer, by the way. We'll have to figure that one out when we get a chance. But I'm hoping that once we fill up the tank here, it won't take a full IBC of it. But what I'm hoping is we can scoot these together. If we scooch them together good enough, then we can I crazy? There it is. Let's try to remember how to freaking change the width on the forks. Alright, now, in theory, we should be able to grab both of these, right? Now, in real life, this would never work. But, in a video game, it's still not going to work. What are these? The only things that don't, like, actually snap to your forks? Okay, what about if we bring these back into normal? Can we go through the pallet? Is our forks long enough to actually go through the pallet and grab it the other way? I don't think it is. No. Okay. Well, then we're stacking them, I guess. And hoping that they stay together. Yeah, they seem to be somewhat locked. Let's hope they stay that way. What could go wrong? I can't think of a single thing that would go wrong. Seems perfectly normal to me. Can't you guys tell this is what we would do in real life, right? Totally. Ah! UPS, chill, my dude. Okay, you see I'm busy here? Because God knows I can't see you. Thank God you were coming in front. And there's the other one. These guys are trying to take me out, man. They're like assassin squads and UPS trucks. Alright, we want to be careful going across this, because for whatever reason, bumps seem to unstick things. So just take our time. And then floor it. Beautiful. Alright. That's what I'm talking about. Alright, so we should be able to set these down. Might as well set them over here on the corner. We're not going to need them right away. Nobody ever drives this road anyway. We'll just set them down right over here. So they're in the neighborhood when we need them. And then we can go back into this field and let the AI finish this field. What up, Adam? How's it going? You can think of plenty of things that could go wrong. Ah, come on. Gotta have faith. You gotta have faith, faith, faith. Gotta have faith, faith, faith. Baby, if I could touch your body, 'cause I know not everybody has a body like you. Maybe. And I reach out to another boy blue before that river becomes an ocean, before I throw my heart back on the floor. Oh, baby, I reconsider my foolish notion. I need someone to hold you, but I wait for something more. You gotta have faith, faith, faith. You gotta have faith. 'Cause you gotta have faith, faith, faith. Gotta have faith, faith, faith. That's an old song. All right, Quake, appreciate you, man. Have a good night. Yep, that do be the way it goes, man. I know the feeling, Adam. Just takes time. I mean, we've been playing at this point. This is year number 10, officially. So we have played 10 years in-game to get to this point. And I've made plenty of mistakes so far on this playthrough. But we're doing okay. We do have $700,000 in loans or something like that. Yep, $700,000 in loans that I'm going to have to pay off at some point. What up, Morbid? Good to see you. Christina as well. Appreciate you dropping in. Good to see you guys tonight. Yeah, and that's fair. That's something that I want to do at some point in the future too. Is have a challenge series where I decide that I'm not going to have anything to do with loans. But for our first playthrough, I figured we would just play it normally and just have a good time. But I do want to eventually do a challenge series, like a start from scratch, where I refuse to take out a loan. And it is a true progression series in every sense of the word. But I also kind of wanted to wait until there were some good mods out there for like cheaper equipment and stuff like that, some older equipment that allows for a true progression series. But that's fair. Nothing wrong with that. What about collectibles? There is a video that'll show you exactly where to get all the collectibles. That's $240,000 right there if you wanted to do that. There's a video by DJ Go Ham if you're interested. Yeah, I know some people will be like, well, half the fun is finding them yourself. But again, the collectibles on this map are so, like, indescript or nondescript. It's not like they pop out at you and say, hey, I'm a collectible. They're just random things scattered around the map that happen to be a collectible. You would literally have to stare at everything in the game to find them. A couple of them are pretty easy to find. But most of them are pretty blended in with everything else. You are a collectible, Jess. One of a kind. And you don't have to be an antique to be a collectible. And here's a fun fact, Daniel. Not all antiques are collectible. Just because something's old doesn't mean that it's collectible. What do you think? We think we finish this entire field before we run out of herbicide? Takes less seeds to do a... It depends. I know that they definitely have some stuff to balance for sure. One of the things that they balanced in the first patch was canolas. Apparently canola was taking too little seeds to plant. So they ended up balancing that in the first patch. Let me get rid of this. Get rid of this. Oh, we gotta roll. I completely forgot we gotta roll the fields. Completely forgot we gotta roll the fields, guys. Dag nabbit. We ain't even close to being done yet. Alright, let's run up, get some herbicide put in this thing. Then we'll come back down and do the up and down passes. Are seasons more realistic? I would say so, yeah. One of the things that I've mentioned a couple of times now, since this is the first time we've really had a good snow that I've like actually had to work in. Like, first of all, the snow actually means something in this game. Like, you slide around in it, your equipment slides, it loses traction. But also, you can see that there's actually puddles that form from melting snow as well. Depending on where the ruts and stuff are in the snow. You can see all the puddles and whatnot. Which I thought's pretty nice little touch. Alright, let's go back down here and finish our down and backs on the weed sprayer. So these are already done. We need the down and back, so we want this line. I think it's only like 2 down and backs that we gotta do. It's showing 3. I don't know if I believe it though. What up, Uncle Breda? How's it going? We bought a new piece of land. We also are in planting season, so it's always expensive in planting season. Now, it showed that there was another freaking line that it wanted me to spray. But it must be the smallest freaking, like, area ever. Because between the Headlands Pass and this, like, there wouldn't be much of a gap, if any. But yeah, it's this line right here. Must be just the smallest little chunk that would have gotten skipped. Alright. That is the spraying done for these bottom fields. Let's get this thing up there, grab our tank full of herbicide, take it to the top field. Hopefully that guy's done planting the top field by now. I'm sure he's got to be close if he isn't already. And then we could take that guy that was planting and set him up on the rolling. Come on, little tractor. Let's go. What's my favorite Pop-Tart? I don't know. Probably s'mores. I do like their s'mores Pop-Tarts, but I like a lot of different Pop-Tarts. I like the strawberry. I like the cinnamon. Like just a regular cinnamon Pop-Tart. Like, I don't think you can really go wrong with a Pop-Tart. I think they all pretty solid. At least the ones that I'm used to anyway. Okay, it doesn't look like he's quite finished with the field yet. So we got a little bit of time. But it looks like he's on the Headlands Pass now. So there's that. So he's almost done. Cinnamon and blueberry. I don't think I've ever had a blueberry Pop-Tart. I've had strawberry. I've had the s'mores. I've had the cinnamon. I like the cinnamon. I've even had like just like chocolate. Like just regular chocolate. I'm trying to think of some of the other flavor Pop-Tarts that I've had. They got some weird ones out there too. Like that is the thing. They for some reason also. Traffic does not like when I park here for some reason. I'm not in the road at all, but for whatever reason, they just get mad at me for parking there. But yeah, they got some obscure Pop-Tarts flavors out there, too. Like, I'm pretty sure they got, like, a cupcake flavor. They've got, like, some weird ones. Cost you $30,000 to repair your tractor? I don't think it's that this tractor necessarily needs repaired as much as it is the planter. I think the planter's needing repaired. But again, it doesn't actually mean anything to repair the planter. Like, it's not really slowing me down that much with this tractor. It's not like it does a worse job of planting or anything, as far as I'm aware. The only thing that happens is it slows it down slightly. Instead of working at 11 miles an hour, I think it works at 8. Is provolone your favorite cheese or something? Oh, I see that. Uncle Breda asked what your favorite type of cheese was. My favorite type is Swiss cheese. But not like just regular Swiss cheese, like actual imported Swiss cheese. It's so good. But I love cheese in general. I'll eat the shit out of some cheese. But Swiss cheese is my preferred cheese. If I had to choose one. My least favorite cheese is probably cottage cheese. I don't mind it when it's like part of a recipe or whatever. But like, just to eat cottage cheese, not a real big fan. Yo, Chris, how's it going, my dude? Glad you enjoy Swiss cheese too. Dude, I love some Swiss cheese. Swiss isn't bad. Have you ever had like actual, like legitimately imported Swiss cheese? Like, it's so good. It's so much better than what you're used to as regular Swiss cheese here in the US. I forget what brand it was that I ended up getting, but it was so smooth compared to the American Swiss cheese version. Like, non-imported Swiss cheese has got nothing on actual imported Swiss cheese. Like, it's so much better. Now, I will say this. Don't go for the extremely aged Swiss cheese. Like, there's different variants of Swiss cheese than the like, super aged version. I paid a little bit too much for it, but I had to try it, right? Like, you get a chance to buy something, try it one time. It was like eating a sock. But not just any sock. Like a nasty gym sock that's been rusting away in somebody's locker for the last 20 years. That's what it tastes like. I was like, nope, that's not for me. American cheese doesn't melt right. American cheese is specifically designed to melt. What are you talking about? It's like plastic. Like, that's the whole purpose of American cheese. Also, did you know that American cheese is like a mixture of cheddar and like a whole bunch of preservatives? There was a video that Nile Red did on American cheese where he was trying to like essentially do his own version of Kraft singles. And he pulled it off, or at least according to him he did. But yeah, I had a when I had the imported Swiss cheese I was telling you guys about was actually when I went down to West Virginia to go whitewater rafting. Would have been back in like 2006. That's how long ago this was. But yeah, there was a Walmart right across the street from where we were camping out. And so we went over there to get all of the stuff that we were going to have for our A, campsite, and B, for like snacks on the river. And because it was going to be like a four-hour raft trip down the river. It was New River Gorge. But anyway, we went to this Walmart, and it was a nice, like, upscale Walmart compared to what I'm used to. And they had the deli section. It was all kinds of decked out, man. And I went up to this, and I was like, wait, they got actual imported Swiss cheese? I got to try that. And I'll be honest, it was worth it. It was worth every penny. Also, why do these guys hate me so much? Like, I'm nowhere near the road. Why are they stopping? Like, I'm nowhere near the road. Like, do I have to be in the field for you to, like, stop stopping? But I ended up getting some Swiss cheese. One of my favorite snack foods of all time is Swiss cheese and hard salami. I don't need bread. I don't need anything. I don't need crackers or sauces or anything. Just give me some Swiss cheese. I'll get a pound of Swiss cheese and a pound of hard salami, and I am set. That is like the perfect snack food. What type of pizza toppings and crust? I like a thin crust. Like, I want a nice, crispy, thin crust. As for toppings, I don't mind whatever's there. Sometimes I go for like a more deluxe pizza that's got everything. Sometimes I go for a little bit more of a minimalistic pizza. But I love a thin crust more than anything. Hand tossed crust is not bad. But I like a nice thin crust pizza. Alright, it looks like this is about to be finished. We'll take this back over to the farm and then get the roller out and start rolling the fields while our guy goes and finishes spraying this field. This field looks like a wet mess, doesn't it? I don't know what they did to it, but it looks like a mess. Kind of want to drive through it. Look at the muddy mess. So this is one of the things they changed in the game too. Look at the mud getting caked on the tires. Like, it used to be that your tires kind of looked like they were getting dirty. Now your tires actually get caked in mud. Like, you end up with chunks of mud in the tires. And you can drag that mud out onto like roads and stuff. And then as you drive off into like the snow, it'll clean your tires. All the little details, man. Alright, anyway. Yeet! We'll park our planter right here. And go hook up to our gigantic roller. Now the good news is we got a huge roller. So we're not gonna have to worry about it taking forever to roll. Unlike Jess. Jess has a little tiny roller. So her rolling takes forever. Spam and jalapeno with stuffed crust. Ugh. I'm not a big spam person. About the only way I'll eat Spam is like fried Spam sandwich. That's about it. I think I'll go ahead and do the rolling here. Since it's so difficult. Shark on your pizza? I don't know about shark on pizza, but I've had shark. Not my favorite fish. What up, Just the Music? How's it going? Taco Bell burritos, huh? Nice. Darn traffic. Always trying to screw with me. They see me rolling, they hating, patrolling, they trying to catch me riding dirty, 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 always trying to catch me. They see me mowing my front yard. All right. Moving on to field number 2. This tractor does a pretty good job with this roller. Like, I think the other tractor's a little bit too small to be pulling this roller. This one seems to do okay. Yeah, I've got trees around the property line of my fields and stuff. So I'll be, I've got one that's already cut that I can drag over to the sawmill, but yeah, I've got trees that'll last us quite a while. We're only cutting down what we actually need at the moment. Alright, let's get this last little chunk. We'll head over to the bigger fields. I know I did that chunk, right? Like, I'm not crazy. Did you just not load the texture? Alright. Let's head over to the big field. You stupid car. You absolute imbecile. And then you have the nerve to honk at me? Get out of the way! Idiot. Oh, I'm gonna murder your family. I'm going to legitimately murder your family. I hate you. Why do you keep creeping forward? You... This is what I think of your entire family, you stupid mother trucker. Oh, of course. Well, that didn't work out in my favor, did it? I guess I'll just have to reverse back over top of you. He's literally got me pinned between him and the goddamn telephone pole, so I can't get out of here. I'm gonna have to fold this mother trucker up just to get around this dummy. Ugh. It's enough to drive you to drinking. It really is. Did we not start the sprayer? Good lord. Spray the field. Have a good night, Edward. Appreciate you dropping in. Also, have a good night, Fenrir. Appreciate you dropping in as well. You really do get a respect of the entire size of this freaking thing when you start working the big field and you realize that you're getting a huge chunk of the field done in one pass. Like, just look at the amount of the field that we're getting done with one pass. That's the size of this freaking roller. It's crazy. This field's going to be done in like one headlands pass and then maybe one down the middle. Let's see where we're spraying over here. Just kind of a different way to look at it. I wish we had the ability to like fly around like this without having to have the camera or the construction menu open. But I don't think you can. I think you actually have to have the menu open. At least on console. Just gives you a different perspective on how things are going. I mean, look at the maze. You can see there's a little tractor here, a windmill, a barn. Like, these are things you wouldn't have noticed before unless you're looking at the map real close. Also, right in here, in this, one of the collectibles, if you guys are interested, let me, oops, sorry. I'll show you guys where you can get a collectible. Jesus! Had to frogger that car. But yeah, one of the collectibles is in this barn back here, which by the way has a little maze in it of its own. So you come into this little barn here. You see where this little maze is? You crouch down here, and it was like right here on the floor. So that's one. Just in case you wanted to know. Alright, Paramedic. Appreciate you dropping in, man. You have a good night. We'll be calling it pretty soon, too. I think I'll save the fertilizing for the next episode. I forgot we had to roll everything. But we'll have all the planting done. We'll have the planting, the rolling, the fertilizing. Well, the first fertilizing. The seeding done, or sorry, planting, herbicide, first coating of fertilizer, the rolling, all that's done. So all that'll be left will be fertilizing it, and then we will be selling our soybeans, which should be fun. But that's going to be a lot of soybeans, man. I want to say it's 100,000 liters or something like that, right? So if we look, how many liters of soybeans do we actually have? 104,000 liters of soybeans. If we sell that for $2,138 a piece, so 104 times 2138. That's $222,000 in soybeans right there. Not too shabby. That's what we call a pretty good harvest. Nighty Night Jess, appreciate you dropping in as well. And you know you love this roller. Shorty got them apple bottom jeans, boots with the fur. The whole club was looking at her. She hit the floor. Next thing you know, shorty got low, 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 low. Them baggy sweatpants and the Reeboks with the straps. She turned around and gave that big booty a slap. She hit the floor. Next thing you know, shorty got low, 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 low. All right, how about this? Once we finish the spraying on this field, and we head over and finish the rolling on the big field that we're currently working on, we'll call it a night, and then we'll pick up where we left off in the next stream. How about that? Because I think everybody's getting to that point. I know I am. I've been streaming like crazy lately. She hit the floor. Next thing you know, shorty got low, 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 low. Alright, looks like we are on the Headlands Pass officially. In theory. What are you gonna do all night? I don't know. I'm sure you'll find something to entertain yourself. But I streamed 9 hours last night, up until like 5 o'clock this morning. And then I streamed another, what, 3.5 hours? So, yeah. In the last 24 hours, I have streamed about 14 hours, or I guess it'd be 12 hours of Farm Sim. It's a lot of streaming. I work overnights too. Like I've been a night shift worker for most of my life, so I prefer night shift anyway. But I am starting to get tired. Got reading? There you go. Crap. We were so close. I know I got some over here, I think. We did bring the tank, right? Pretty sure we did. Yeah, I see it. There we go. I'm going to say, I'm pretty sure we brought the tank. It's called planning ahead, baby. Saving ourselves some time. Good thing we bought those 2 totes and we were able to just keep up with everything. This should empty the tote, though. No? Still got some left over? Nice. Alright, well, in this case, I think I just go ahead and unfold this and take over the Headlands Pass to finish the field off. I would imagine the roller's probably getting pretty close to finishing that field that it's on, too. If you donate to the stream after you ended, but the chat is still up, do you get it? If you donate, yes. I may not see it because once I end the stream, like there's a delay before the stream actually ends. I may not see it, but yeah, I should still get a donation. I'm assuming that's in reference to you gifting memberships last night, right after I ended the stream. Alrighty, that is finished. Alright, head over here, grab our little tote, what little we have left. I don't know how much is left in it. Perfect. Perfect! And then we head back to the farm. Also, I just realized that the snow's melting. So we got all the spraying done. The only thing we got left is rolling and fertilizing. And we have rolled all of the fields except for... Whoops. I'm gonna drop that. Let's go grab our winch and pull that tree over before I forget. So we're gonna need that in the sawmill. Should be able to go down here and grab that. Hopefully, anyway. Come on, little Valtra. Pole, baby, pole. Put this over here. Boop. 7,300 liters. Perfect. We're good to go for a couple of months. Go ahead and start grabbing this stuff off of here. I believe these are the long planks. See if it spawns in another long plank. No? Fair enough. I guess I can always just grab it this way. See, I knew it was going to. Son of a bitch. Knew it was going to do that. AI finished that one. Beautiful. Roll that up. Take this up to the top field. While I'm loading all these planks and stuff up. Might as well have this thing working on the last field, rolling anyway. Or wait, did we? We didn't roll the little field. Son of a... See, I'm gonna forget about that field for the time being. Every time we go to do this, I'm gonna forget about this field in the bottom because it's new. Also, driving across field you just rolled is kind of dumb, but I'm doing it. Alright. While he's doing that... Oh god. Mistakes were made. Try not to go too fast there, dum-dum. Making a mess. Okay. Come on, game. Work with me, darn it. Work with me. What up, Smokey? How's it going? Yeah, this game definitely do be like that. I will be getting off, but I'm just trying to get the little things caught up in the meantime. You guys know how it is. I think we got a couple pallets of beams here. Oh god. Careful there, dum-dum. Let's not flip the trailer over that we're trying to load up with all of our stuff, please. Perfect. Alright, meanwhile, we're almost done rolling this field. In theory. Come on, AI. Finish the field. Alright, you're done. Good lord. Doesn't take 80 years to do this. Lord have mercy. How hard is it to set the GPS and lock onto a heading and go? Is that a fish farm next to us? Or is that a sewage treatment plant? I can't tell. Might have to look at that in a minute. Anybody feel like going swimming in February? Doop 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 doop. Doop 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 doop. Can you fish in the game? Not that I'm aware of. But that next to us looks an awful lot like a fish farm. It's either that or a sewage treatment place. Either way, I want to see what it looks like up close, because I've never actually noticed it till just now. Alright. Now this thing needs to drive all the way to the top of the map. Rally Cross Farmer Edition. Let's go, baby. Whee! Oh, God. We're fine. Alright. I kind of want to go ahead and save. And then while that guy is working, I want to go check out that quote-unquote fish farm. So let's go do that, shall we? So we are talking about this place right across the street from here. Let me visit. Let's see what this place is. Because it looks like a fish farm to me. Maybe I'm wrong. But I didn't notice it while I was, like, on foot, because every time I look, like, you don't really notice anything. We're gonna swim over here. There's like a little path here. Kind of. Okay, maybe not. I guess there's a path here. Alright. Can we open this? No. Okay, the fence would tell me that they probably don't want anybody in here. But while that may be the case, I feel like I want to go in there. And I feel like the fence is not going to hold me out forever. Like there's this little bush here. Can I step? Nope, can't step on that. It's got to be a little spot somewhere that I can clip into. Skyrim dictates somewhere. Oh, that's just talking about the tree. Gotta be a way in here. That is a fish farm. I'm not crazy. Right? I wonder if that's gonna be a DLC at some point. This tree can be physicked? Maybe? Can I? No? You're not gonna let me out physics the physics. Oop. Come on. No. Okay. We'll find another way in. Oh God! That is not the way in. Actually, it's totally the way in. Hey, we made it in. Told you you can't keep me out. This is definitely Either a sewage treatment plant or a water, like a fish farm. Which one is it? See what I'm saying? Like, I can't tell which one it would be. Could be either. These look like holding tanks, obviously. But are they like aeration tanks? Or are they like fish tanks? Anything over here going to give us a clue? No parking. Authorized personnel only. Got ropes everywhere. Now, I'm no expert, okay? But I'm pretty certain they ain't got nets like this, okay? Big old net cages, all right? For a freaking sewage place, right? Because what are you going to be fishing out? Turds? No, this is 100% a fish farm. I wonder if this is going to be a DLC at some point. Where they're going to introduce, like, fish farming for the first time in 2025. I bet they will. Interesting. So I was correct. It's a fish farm. See, I saw these and I was like, that's either a fish farm or it's a sewage treatment plant, right? It is a definite fish farm. Can confirm. Alright, well, I guess there's nothing else to see here, so might as well head on back over to our tractors. This guy's almost done, so might as well just chill until it's done. And by chill, I mean just go ahead and give me the numbers. I'll do it! Have you seen the hunters using dogs on rats on farms? No, but the reason that we domesticated cats to begin with is because of rats getting into the food supply. Cats are very good at getting rid of mice and rats. Domestic cats are actually one of the few animals on Earth that takes pleasure in killing things. There's very, very few creatures that kill just because they want to. Domestic cats are one of them. Pound for pound, they're one of the deadliest animals on the planet. Which is why big cats are terrifying in terms of like actual like predators. Tigers, lions, leopards, puma. Pretty insane. Pretty insane. But the good news is we ended up getting all the rolling done here, so the next episode we just fertilize, and then we go forward until we sell all our soybeans, and then we harvest all of our new crop in October. Can't wait. God, I hope we get a good yield off of our cotton fields, because like I said, we are putting all of our eggs in one basket right now. I know it's not a good strategy, but I'm hoping that it pays off for us. Like, seems like a bad idea when you look at it from the like reality standpoint of just going from something that's relatively straightforward and simple and is easy to process because you don't actually have to process it and it sells decently to something that you actually have to set up production chains for and pray to God that you get enough yield to keep everything running. Putting all our eggs in one basket. Just hope it don't come back and bite me in the booty. What up, Brendan? How's it going? Alright. This should be the end of the field. There we have it. That is all the rolling done. That is the weed sprayed, the first coat of fertilizer on everything. The only field that shouldn't need another coat of fertilizer is that bottom field we just bought because it already had 50% fertilizer, so it should be ready to go. But all the rest of these fields should need another coat of fertilizer. But we will take care of that in the next episode. So let's get this back over and park it. Hopefully we fit through this. Yeah, we good. Only just, but we made it. Alright. This is your parking spot. Boop. So in the next episode, we will be fertilizing. But for now, that is all we had on the docket for today. Of course, after we get all the work done, then the snow melts. Go figure. That's the way it works. But I think we did good. I think we did real good. Take one last glance over the farm here. But thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Anthony Franklin coming in with another $5 bomb. Thank you so much, my dude. Appreciate you guys. But we're going to go ahead and call it here. So keep an eye out for the next stream. I don't know if I'm going to stream today as in Sunday. I might wait until Monday to do my next farm sim stream. But keep an eye out. We will definitely be picking up where we left off. We will be fertilizing and preparing to sell our soybeans, which should be a huge profit for us. And then we will be looking at harvesting our cotton for the first time in October. So looking forward to that. So if you like what I'm doing, punch the like button, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, I will see you in the next video. Have a great night, everybody.